But let's review some things from closed guard real quick, Navarro, you doubting, that I saw happen. And the context here will change. If it's in closed guard, if it's MMA, I may or may not sit up this way. I may also stack, okay? So in an MMA top is sometimes done like this, where I want my head over his head, my arms are here, punch. Like this, right? It's a very common posture you'll see now. If it's grappling only, I'm almost never going to do that. The only time I'm going to stack there is if I have to for a submission, okay? So grappling only, I feel myself get put back in a closed guard, I'm immediately going to go to this posture, right? So let's review the posture real quick. Knees should be together and pointed this way. My knees are wider. I have a little better base this way, but when he pulls me, it's much easier to pull me forward. Okay, when my knees are pointed towards him, pull, it's much harder, right? And then we know we want to sink ourselves, so I tuck my tailbone. And once I tuck my tailbone and root myself, pull, there's no way he's going to pull me forward, right? For him to pull me forward, first my back would arch, and then I fall forward. So I'm sitting here with my tailbone forward like that. My hands, this one, your lead hand, however you place it, with the gi, if he grabs my sleeve, I have to grab his jacket. If I don't grab his jacket, he grabs my sleeve, he can yank my arm across, and there's not much you can do about it. So with gi, if they grab cloth, grab my sleeve, you grab cloth, okay? If I grab his jacket, I want to grab both lapels, because if I grab one, he'll open it. Move my hand, so it's like this. And there's different people have different grips. I usually put my index finger in the middle, so my index and thumb grab one lapel, and my fingers go here. And I'm not worried if he breaks the grip. Break the grip? Yeah. I'm not going to hang on super tight, right? If he breaks the grip, I can hand fight, put another hand back, or put this one here. But the point is to not let him sit up. Sit up. That's it. That's what this hand is for. That's all this hand is for, right? He shouldn't be able to pull me forward, so I don't have to use my hand to hold me up. If you have shitty posture right here, and you haven't touched your tailbone and your knees are like this, right? When they go to pull you, you'll have to use your hand to hold yourself up, and that's when you're going to get armbarred. And that's when you're going to get submitted, because you're weight, right? But if I'm here, pull, and I'm good, there's not a lot of weight in my hand, right? So if all of a sudden I feel him attack for something, I can retract it, and I can sprawl and get my arm back, okay? This hand has to be inside, or should be, okay? The problem with having it out here is he can climb up, he can get up here, and this is what he needs for all his submissions, his armbar, his kimura, everything, right? So if this elbow's down here, when he opens up, get an armbar, right? That's just, I'm trapping that arm, that leg, and I'm just gonna take it all the way down to the mat. The only thing you have to watch out for when this arm is in is he may push my hand between his legs, to go for a triangle. So that's why this hook's here, okay? Yeah, so push it between the legs. Right? And the moment he opens, I'm gonna drop that down to the mat, right? He's gonna grab my collar for sure, because he doesn't have a lot of other options here. And then I'm looking up and I'm turtleneck, and he shouldn't be able to break my posture. And I don't need to freak out when even if he has his hand on my collar, when I'm upright like this, because he's not gonna be able to choke me from here. He can only choke me when I get lower. So when he grabs my collar like that, if I'm upright, I'm probably not going to go like this and take everything away to break that grip. There's times when you might want to do that, but I'm probably not going to do that, because this is when he's going to pull me. And I know I don't need it, right? If I'm down here and he grabs my collar, I may for sure strip that grip, okay? So we're here, I have good posture, not a lot he can do from here, so he's going to start attacking your frames. Go ahead. You switch hands when you need to, right? Always keeping that other elbow inside so he doesn't climb. That's kind of the game. When he opens, I'm going to do something very particular here, right? So the moment those legs open, that's going to become my pass, which we'll get into in a minute, okay? And what I generally want you guys to do is get very good at this, and don't be afraid to hang out there for a second, because 80% of people that you do this with, especially if they're not from this gym, will open up their guard for you. Like if you're in a competition, right, and he's nervous, and he's trying to submit me, sweep me, I'm already on top, maybe didn't get 2 points for that. He realized he can't get anything, make anything happen. First 15, 30 seconds, almost every time they'll open up their legs. And then you can go to packs. You don't have to go through all that hassle of standing up and maybe getting sweat because you're trying to open up the legs, okay? If he doesn't, then we have some leverage that we can apply to open it up, which we'll do in a minute. But the main thing is just be solid here, okay? Tailbone tucked, knees forward, chin up, turtleneck, elbow inside, other one's down. You know, the only other thing here is my shoulders. But I'm here, I'm doing an external rotation with my shoulders and pulling my shoulders back at the same time as I'm tucking my tailbone, which is an awkward thing to do, but it's important because now if he pulls on my arm, I'm defending that with my structure. If I'm lazy and have my shoulders rolled forward, when he pulls on my arm, he can really start to take my arm. Okay? So I'm connecting my body as a unit there. And the last thing is how high with the arm. If you hang out too high, arm bar, okay? Hang out too low, they can sit up. The bigger he is and the smaller I am, the higher I have to go to keep him on his back, so it's going to vary. So this needs to move, almost like a mouse pad. And if they're very big, if you're dealing with a monster, when he goes to sit up, I may or may not go to the neck and then come back. You might have to do that. But you got to do whatever it takes to keep this person on their back. You can't let them even get to an elbow, okay? Make sense? So I'm going to let everybody review that real quick. Knees forward, tailbone tucked, shoulders back, front arm holds them down, have your partner try and sit up, right? And whichever, keep your legs close, whichever shoulder I see lifting up, like when he goes to sit up, that's where I move my hand, right? He goes to the other shoulder, that's where I move my hand. And then I come back to my neutral spot. And this elbow's in, right? And it's a little bit, it's engaged. Meaning I'm kind of applied a little pressure into his legs. So you can feel that. The moment those legs unlock, no wait, I'm gonna let him lock them again, right? Because I'm already pushing in that direction. And I'm gonna wind up in a position kind of like this. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for frequent updates because we're updating this every week, and make sure you comment and like and share our videos. We appreciate it, and we definitely try and respond to all the comments. And if you like what we're doing and you like the material, check out SBG University, SBGU, and you're going to see a ton more in much greater depth than what you see here on YouTube. Thank you very much.